Imagine pouring your heart and soul into your small business, only to watch it crumble before your very eyes. Imagine the disappointment of knowing that you couldn't make it past the dreaded 5-year mark that claims 80% of small businesses. But what if there was a secret formula to success? A strategy that could turn your failing business into a thriving empire? In this video, we delve into the inner workings of successful businesses and uncover the secrets to their longevity. From the legendary Ray Kroc strategy for McDonald's to the surprising revelation that your business may be better off without you, this guide is the ultimate tool for entrepreneurs looking to turn their dreams into a reality. So, are you ready to join the ranks of successful business owners and leave the statistics behind? Then, let's dive in and learn how to make your business a success story that will stand the test of time. Chapter 1. Sarah had always been passionate about coffee. She spent years perfecting her roasting, brewing, and latte art skills as a barista in her local coffee shop. But something was missing. She felt unfulfilled and knew deep down that she wanted more. That's when the entrepreneurial seizure struck. Sarah had an epiphany. She didn't want to work for someone else. She wanted to open her own cafe. She had so many ideas of how to make it a success. With her technical expertise and passion for coffee, what could go wrong? But as Sarah soon discovered, a great idea and technical know-how were not enough to run a successful business. She poured all her energy into making the best coffee in town, but she forgot about the other aspects of running a business. She struggled to hire the right employees, manage schedules, and keep up with the bookkeeping. As her business began to falter, she realized that she had fallen victim to the E-myth. The E-myth, or the entrepreneurial myth, is a fundamental misunderstanding in American business. It's the belief that technical expertise and a good idea are enough to succeed in business. Sarah had made the fatal assumption that her skills as a barista would automatically translate into running a successful business. But as Sarah learned the hard way, technical expertise and business acumen are two completely different things. She had to learn how to manage her finances, market her business, and build a team of employees that shared her vision. Sarah's story is all too common. Each year, 1 million small businesses are founded in America, but 80% of them fail within the first 5 years. The E-myth is often the culprit. Aspiring entrepreneurs must learn to think beyond their technical skills and focus on the bigger picture of running a successful business. Chapter 2. The former barista knew that she didn't want her business to become another statistic of failed adolescent businesses. She was determined to plan ahead and nurture her business from the very beginning. She realized that to take her business beyond the adolescent stage, she needed to focus on building a business that could work without her always being there. She knew that this meant relinquishing some control and trusting her employees to take on more responsibilities. She hired a manager who shared her vision for the cafe and worked together to create a plan for growth. They developed an entrepreneurial model that focused on offering unique products and services to attract and retain customers. They invested in new equipment to improve the quality of their coffee and trained their staff to make sure every latte was perfect. They also created a comfortable and welcoming atmosphere with soft lighting and cozy seating areas. Their efforts paid off, and the cafe became a popular destination for coffee lovers and students looking for a quiet place to study. As their customer base grew, the owner was able to step back and focus on developing new products and expanding the business. She knew that by planning ahead and adopting an entrepreneurial perspective, she was setting her business up for long-term success. And as her business matured, she felt a sense of pride and accomplishment knowing that she had overcome the odds and created a thriving business. The moral of the story is clear. To nurture your business beyond the adolescent stage, you have to plan ahead from the very beginning. Adopting an entrepreneurial perspective and model is crucial for success, and a willingness to relinquish control and trust others is essential for growth. With dedication, hard work, and a little bit of luck, any business can mature and thrive in the long term. Chapter 3. After attending the business seminar, the owner of a small cafe realized that to take her business beyond the adolescent stage, she needed to start planning ahead and adopting an entrepreneurial perspective. She knew that simply serving good coffee wasn't enough to attract and retain customers. She closed her cafe for a few days and thought about her business from a broader perspective. She considered what set her cafe apart from competitors, who her ideal customers were, and how she could deliver her products in an innovative way. She decided to target eco-conscious students who were looking for a quiet space to study. To meet their needs, she decided to offer locally sourced milk and create reading cubicles. She knew this would help her cafe stand out from other coffee shops and attract a niche group of customers. After reopening her cafe, she noticed an increase in customers, especially among the target market she had identified. She was thrilled to see her business growing beyond the adolescent stage and knew that the entrepreneurial perspective and model she had adopted were crucial to its success. From that day on, she continued to plan ahead and think about her business from a broader perspective, always looking for innovative ways to meet her customers' needs and stay ahead of the competition. Chapter 4. The secret lies in understanding the importance of balancing these personalities and knowing when to use each one. It's important to recognize that each personality has its strengths and weaknesses, and that you need all three to make your business thrive. Take the former barista turned entrepreneur we talked about earlier. She's got the technician part down pat. She knows how to roast and brew coffee to perfection. But as her business grows, she needs to balance that with her entrepreneurial and managerial personalities. She needs to continue to innovate and come up with new ideas, while also managing the day-to-day operations of her business. She realizes that she can't do it all herself, and that's where delegation comes in. By delegating tasks to others and trusting them to do their jobs, she's able to focus on the bigger picture and continue to innovate. But delegation alone isn't enough. She also needs to create systems and processes to ensure that her business runs smoothly, even when she's not there. That's where the managerial personality comes in. By creating processes and procedures for everything from ordering supplies to managing employees, she's able to create a well-oiled machine that can run without her constant oversight. And of course, she never forgets the importance of the technician personality, the doer who gets things done. Without her technician skills, she'd never be able to produce the high-quality coffee that keeps her customers coming back. By balancing these personalities, our former barista-turned-entrepreneur is able to create a successful business that not only survives adolescence but thrives in the mature stage. So, if you're thinking about starting a business, remember to embrace all three of your personalities and use them to your advantage. It won't be easy, but with hard work, dedication, and a little bit of luck, you just might be able to beat the odds and create a successful business that stands the test of time. Chapter 5. The turnkey revolution has continued to grow and expand, with businesses in various industries adopting the franchise model. It's a way for entrepreneurs to start their own business with the support and guidance of an established brand and proven systems. One such entrepreneur was Sarah, who had always dreamed of owning her own bakery. She had a passion for baking and had perfected her recipes over years of practice. However, she knew that starting a business from scratch would be difficult and risky. That's when she discovered a bakery franchise that aligned with her values and goals. The franchise provided her with a turnkey business model that included everything from recipes to equipment to marketing materials. Sarah was thrilled to be able to focus on what she loved, baking, while also having the support of a larger organization to handle other aspects of the business. The franchise's success rate was impressive, and Sarah knew that she was setting herself up for success. She worked hard to replicate the processes and systems that had already been established, ensuring that her bakery would be just as successful as the other franchises. As she got started, Sarah was amazed at how smoothly everything ran. Customers were delighted with the consistent quality of her baked goods, and the systems in place made it easy for her to manage the day-to-day operations of the bakery. Over time, Sarah became more confident in her role as a business owner. She was able to hire staff to help with the baking and customer service, knowing that the franchise's systems would ensure that everything ran smoothly even if she wasn't there. The turnkey revolution had given Sarah the opportunity to turn her passion for baking into a successful business. With the support of a franchise, she was able to focus on her strengths while also benefiting from the proven systems and processes that had been established by the larger organization. In the end, Sarah's bakery became one of the most successful franchises in the chain. Thanks to the turnkey revolution, she was able to achieve her dream of owning her own business and doing what she loved every day. Chapter 6. With these principles in mind, you set out to build the very first store of your future franchise. You find a location in a busy neighborhood and start designing the store layout. You want to create a space that is not only attractive to customers, but also efficient for employees to work in. You start by sketching out the floor plan, placing the coffee machines and other equipment in the optimal location for easy use. You also make sure there is plenty of counter space for customers to place their orders and for employees to work. Next, you select the furniture and decor that will create the ambiance you want for your cafe. You choose comfortable chairs and tables, warm lighting, and artwork that reflects the personality of your brand. You want customers to feel welcome and at ease when they visit your store. As you finalize the details of your store, you keep in mind the principles of the turnkey revolution. You make sure that all processes are documented, from how to make the perfect latte to how to clean the floors. You design training materials that are easy to follow, so that anyone can learn how to work in your cafe. You also make sure that your systems are efficient and easy to use. You create a system for ordering and inventory management that is simple and straightforward. You design your menu so that customers can quickly and easily place their orders. Finally, you make sure that your service is predictable and consistent. You train your employees to greet customers warmly, to make drinks exactly to order, and to provide excellent customer service at all times. When your store is ready to open, you feel confident that you have created a franchise prototype that is valuable, systems dependent, and predictable. You know that if you can replicate this model in other locations, you will have a successful franchise on your hands. And so you begin your journey towards building a national chain, one store at a time. You know that it won't be easy, but you are determined to succeed. With the turnkey revolution on your side, you feel that anything is possible. Chapter 7. The barista, whose primary aim is to make $500,000 a year and travel for 1 month every year, is well on her way to achieving her goals with her well-thought-out strategic objective and organizational strategy. But starting a business is never easy, and there are always unexpected challenges that arise. One day, the barista receives a call from one of her managers at one of her cafes, telling her that the espresso machine has broken down and needs to be replaced. The barista realizes that this is a major problem, as the espresso machine is a crucial part of her business, and without it, she will lose customers and revenue. She also knows that buying a new machine will be expensive and may eat into her profits. So she puts her organizational strategy to work and calls a meeting with her team to discuss the issue. Together, they brainstorm ideas for how to solve the problem and come up with a plan to purchase a new machine while minimizing the impact on the business's bottom line. The barista also reviews her financial projections and realizes that she has enough money saved to cover the cost of the new machine without affecting her overall profit margins. She knows that this is a wise investment in her business's future and takes action to make the purchase. Thanks to her strategic objective and organizational strategy, the barista is able to navigate this unexpected challenge and keep her business running smoothly. She also knows that she can continue to rely on her team to help her overcome any future obstacles that may come her way. As the years go by, the barista's business continues to thrive, and she is able to achieve her primary aim of making $500,000 a year and traveling for 1 month every year. She is grateful for the journey and proud of the business she has built, knowing that it was all made possible by her strategic planning and organizational skills. Chapter 8. Imagine you're a new business owner who wants to manage your employees in the most effective way possible. You might think that hiring the most talented people is the key to success, but actually it's more important to implement a great people management system. Your management system should approach your management of people like a marketing tool, because the way you treat your employees will impact the quality of your product. For example, if you manage your baker by simply telling him what to do every day, you may not get the best results. But if you showcase him in the shop and let him choose his own ingredients, he'll likely be more enthusiastic and customers will enjoy better treats. Another important part of your management system is having a people strategy. If your employees understand the meaning behind their work, they'll be more motivated to help your business succeed. You should also test your employees against the standards you set for each position. For instance, if creativity is a key objective, your baker should be encouraged to push his creative limits when designing the weekly cake schedule. When it comes to marketing, the key is to focus on the customer. You should first consider your customer demographics and psychographics. For example, the barista can learn more about her customers by asking them to fill out a survey with questions about their age, address, and leisure activities. This information can be used to present products in a way that appeals to each customer group. Once you understand your customers, make your marketing as appealing as possible to them. You can even use science to guide your marketing strategy, such as using a particular color to imply dependability to customers. But it's important to continually test and adapt your marketing approach based on customer data, such as buying online ads to reach a younger audience. Chapter 9. Emma was a driven entrepreneur who had just launched her own business. She had a clear idea of what she wanted her business to be, but she knew that there were many moving parts that needed to come together to make it a success. Emma understood that she needed to create a franchise prototype that was both complex and easy to run, made up of fully functional systems that could work together to achieve her business goals. Emma recognized that her system strategy needed to be divided into 3 categories: hard systems, soft systems, and information systems. She understood that these systems had to work together, and that she couldn't work on any one part of the business without considering all the other parts. To make sure that her business was successful, Emma knew that she needed to constantly work on her prototype, tweaking its systems and confirming that they were running as best as they could. Emma also understood that she needed to follow the business development process to achieve her goals. The first step in the business development process was innovation. Emma was always looking for new ways to improve her business. She knew that she needed to innovate her business rather than just her product. She asked herself the question, "What's the best way to do this?" and constantly looked for ways to improve her business. The second step in the business development process was quantification. Emma measured everything in her business to know what was working and what wasn't. She tracked customer behavior, sales data, and employee performance to ensure that her business was running smoothly. The final step in the business development process was orchestration. Emma put her innovation into practice and watched what happened. She took her idea of how her business should work and had it play out between employees and customers. Emma was always tweaking her business and making changes based on the results she saw. Through her hard work and dedication, Emma was able to create a successful business made up of fully functional systems that work together seamlessly. Emma's business was constantly evolving, and she knew that the business development process never truly ended. By following the 3 steps of innovation, quantification, and orchestration, Emma was able to drive her small business to success. Finally, the insights and knowledge I gained from reading The E-Myth Revisited were phenomenal. I highly recommend it. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more great content. Trust me, you won't regret it.